Welcome back to this Mario hack we've been playing. I hope you've enjoyed me ranting for no reason. We're gonna go into the next world, which is probably snow, beach. Oh, it's water. I hate water levels. Um, or oh, it's got a little cutscene saying, "Hey, you're going in the water." That's cute. I like that. Oh, except like the music's all messed up. That's gross. It's like super sped up. I don't like that. Um, So last time we talked about like, hey, what do you do if you find a specific student that's not doing well? Or like, what do you find if you find a student that's just, struggling just a little bit? And so like, okay, now that we've had that conversation about a student, let's talk about you as a teacher. Um there has been times when I as a teacher have struggled. I have struggled to where like I've stepped outside the door for a second and basically said, "Hey, I can't I can't do this. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a problem here. I cannot get through to these kids." And wow, I just completely messed that one up. Um so what do you do in that when you feel if you're a new teacher, what do you do if you feel like you can't handle it? First thing, don't give up, because that's the first thing you're going to think of is, hey, I had all this training in college for this, and now I had all this training in college for this, and now I don't know what I'm doing. Was that even worth it? Is there a reason behind why I do this? And fun fact, there is always a reason behind why we do this. Wow. It can't handle or my computer can't handle this. See if I can get rid of some of these fishies and maybe it will help. I'm assuming oh, I can't even get rid of the blue one. I'm assuming it's just my computer being dumb and not this, but we'll make it through because we're just talking anyway. Um, Basically, there's always reasons behind why you should do things. And like, in the end, why did you become a teacher? I became a teacher because I liked helping people. When I was growing up, my little sister not failed, but just was not good at the whole like math and everything. And so, what I would do is I would help them with the math homework and everything like that, or my older sister would help me. Point is that there was a lot of helping going on, and I noticed I was good at it, so I decided to become a teacher and whatnot. That's not even true. The first thing I wanted to be wasn't even a teacher. The first thing I wanted to be was a chef, and then I realized that the school I wanted to go be a chef at was extremely expensive and probably not the best thing for me to do. So, long story short, what do you do in that case when it's just like you can't handle the students, it's just not going well? How do you fix how do you fix that? I wonder if there's a hold on, let's see. Yeah, I figured there was a mushroom. How do you fix that? Well, first thing you should do, as I run just directly into a turtle. Hold on, I'm fixing this. Thank you. No, I am getting past this turtle. Thank you. And I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. Long story short, that like, if you're struggling as a teacher and you don't know why you're doing something, think about why you're doing it. Or in other words, if you're just having a bad day, like these kiddos are getting on your nerves, because that's gonna happen. There are days when I've straight up told the kids, hey, it's not going well today. We're not having a good day. And I want us to change that. So how can we do that? And like, you don't have to involve the kiddos for that. You can always be like, I'm not having a good day. I'm going to step back for a second. And sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes you have a lesson that you just have to teach them. And you have to be up on the board. You have to be doing those things. But other times there are going to be days when you can like, just chill, put them on Chromebooks, let them do an independent activity away from you to see if maybe that will help. Give yourself a break. It's important to take breaks. We have personal days for a reason. Teachers have these things called personal days. We have different kinds of days, to be honest. There's like sick days, personal days, emergency days, and whatnot. But every year you're given personal days, and if you don't use those personal days, they're going to just turn into sick days for next year. They roll over basically. So if you're been to school for Like, let's say you haven't missed a day and you've been there for a while. Like, let's say you've been there for 3 weeks straight. You haven't missed a day. You've dealt with these kids and you're just at wit's end. Well, take a personal day then. Like, take a day, go do something that you would want to go do. Is your thing you want to go do, like going to, I don't know, going to an antique shop is one of the things you want to go do, going to whatever you find fun, whatever you use to chill, have that be what you go do. We are well aware that I like to gamble. I like to go to casinos. And if I'm going to take a personal day to do anything, I might just go to a casino, take $60, $80 with me and just chill there betting pennies and just, calm myself down. Because when you have that mental health day, it makes yourself feel better. And this could go, oh, Donkey Kong music. This could go with anything else that's not oh, we need to go up this. Okay. This could go with anything that's, even if you're not a teacher, if you're a person that has any type of job that gives you a mental health type day, you got to be able to use those, because you need to be able to take time for yourself. In the end, you cannot perform to your best abilities if you're having a bad day. You cannot perform to your best abilities if you are struggling. This is Donkey Kong Country 3 music, isn't it? It's my favorite Donkey Kong, fun fact. I like it because it has like, and it's even in that game, you have waterfalls and whatnot, and that's why you have the waterfall sound effect, because that's just in the music. So yeah, that's just my little rant on, if you're having a terrible time, if you're just stuck with nothing else, you don't know what to do, like, you can find a way. Like, you're gonna be able to take a day for yourself, because it's gonna prove to be, that's not good. Let's just go back here. It's gonna help you, is basically what I'm trying to say. So that was a very long-winded version of just me saying, hey, take a mental health day. It's very important. Like, I've done that recently where I needed to take a mental health day, and I did. Like, and when the kiddos come back, they're gonna, first of all, the question's always gonna come up, why weren't you here? You don't gotta tell them. Just be like, hey, I wasn't feeling well. And if you're not comfortable with that, say, hey, I just wasn't here. I just had other things to do. But it all just depends on how you want to word it. And remember, you don't have to tell these kids squat about your personal life. There's a lot of people that keep their personal life and their work life, I wouldn't say hidden, but separate. You keep it separate. And there's reasons behind that. Obviously, if you're a teacher, you don't want like kiddos to come find you on social media and all that stuff. That's a no-no. But if you have your own personal life and the kiddos want to learn about it, yeah, you could technically build repertoire with them and like connect with them in a way. Like, for example, we all know how much I love K-pop. And one of the things that I do in my classroom is I play K-pop music. That is a side of me that I am willing to show them, because in my opinion, that is something that I can share, and like some of the kiddos connect with. Some of them enjoy it, some of them hate it. I'm telling you that right now, because of like where I'm at, the type of kiddos I have and everything. Like, it's just sometimes not something that goes well. But on the days when I've completely played silence, that is when I've had the students request most, hey, can we listen to that music that you like to listen to? And to which I say, sure. I thought you all don't like it. And they're like, it's better than silence. Which it is. It's better than silence, because everyone hates silence. I mean, I've also experimented with playing video game music. When they take tests, I usually play Donkey Kong music or Zelda music because I find it more soothing. So when you have your own personal life and you have something that is, and you have your own work life, you're allowed to keep those things separate or not separated, depending on how you like it. You just got to be careful. For example, we both being me and you, the viewer, both know that I am a part of the LGBT community. That's something that I don't usually share with my students outright. They find out eventually, obviously, because I'll casually say something like, my partner or my significant other. I won't say girlfriend or boyfriend. And they always pick up on that because they want to know, why aren't you saying girlfriend or boyfriend? And then people usually understand it's like an unsaid thing. Now, if you're wanting to know why, think of it this way. I have what let me word this the correct way. What is the biggest fear that teachers have? And I'll give you a hint, it's not the students, it's the parents, because parents can ruin everything, whether they be overprotective, underprotective, whatever. Parents are just the worst to work with. Now, if let's say I told the students that I was LGBT, and then that student is from a very conservative family, very religious family, the one that thinks that every gay should burn in hell and all that stuff. Well, they're going to go tell their family. And then their family is going to go tell, what's over here? Just more coins. Okay. Let's say they're going to go tell their mom or dad, and then their mom and dad are going to call the school because they're going to want their student taken out of that class. And what if that class is the only class that they have their friends in? Like, excuse me, horn in the background. I'm talking. Thank you. The train's going by right now. I don't want to have to uproot someone from my class, and it wouldn't be me, it'd be someone else uprooting them because I decided to share a tidbit about myself. Now, obviously not in a majority of people. That's the minority. The minority is those super religious people that just don't handle any of the LGBT stuff correctly. So it's a very tricky subject. So that's when I have to make a decision of, hey, am I going to share this with the students I have in my classroom? Are they going to know that about me? And over time, you get a better idea of what classes you can and can't share that with. Because there are some classes where I can't be that open with myself because I know that the students in there are very religious or very against LGBT stuff. So I can't be that open because obviously, but then I know I have some classes that have LGBT students in there, and they want that representation. There are so many times where a student will want that representation because they don't get many teachers that are like that in their class. Like, they are unable to have that. Oh man. This guy's very erratic with his, there we go. Let me save. There's students that don't have that LGBT representation in their classrooms from a teacher, and they need that. Maybe they're coming from a home that's like that, but they're also LGBT, so therefore they've been taught that this is bad all the time, and then they see somebody like me who can be more open. It's all about getting those connections with your students and getting those, what do you feel that you can share with them? So like in the end, it just depends, how do you feel about it? Okay, that's a rant over with. This one was a little bit longer. I hope you all have a wonderful time. If you like this video at any point in time, click the like button. It makes me feel good about myself. Not that anyone watches these anyway, but that's okay. Goodbye, everybody.